And Secretary Mayorkas, I don't want you to feel left out at all. So I want to touch really quickly on the Homeland Intelligence Experts Group that raises some really questionable concerns about the department's impartiality and objectivity. So isn't it true that on September 19, 2013, the department announced the establishment of the Homeland Intelligence Expert Group to provide advice and perspectives on intelligence and national security efforts to the Office of Intelligence and Analysis, INA, and the department's Office of Counterterrorism and their coordinator, yes or no?
We recently announced the group.
Yes,
I'm not sure.
perfect. So isn't it true that the composition of this so-called experts group includes former top-level intelligence officers James Clapper, Brennan, and Paul Colby?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, so are you aware that Clapper, Brennan, and Colby all signed a now discredited public statement on October 19th, 2020 that incorrectly implied the New York Post reporting about Hunter Biden's laptop and influence peddling that was supposedly the product of Russian disinformation?
Congresswoman, these are distinguished members, former members of the intelligence.
But this is a simple yes or no. Did they or did they not sign the letter?
I don't know the answer to that question, but
I do. They did. Are you aware that on October 19th, 2020, the statement used by various media organizations and social media businesses to downplay and censor the Post reporting before the 2020 presidential election?
I'm sorry, with the indulgence of additional time, Mr. Chairman, could you ask that question just at a bit of a slower pace?
Are you aware that on October 19th, 2020, the statement was used, the statement that was signed by Brennan, Clapper, and Colby was used by multiple media organizations, social media businesses to downplay and censor the story about the Hunter Biden political influence right before the 2020 presidential election?
I am not tracking that, Congresswoman.
Wow. For as much time and effort as you are putting into a Homeland Intelligence Experts Group, that seems shocking that you wouldn't be tracking that. Are you aware that another member of this newly created group, then Associate Deputy Attorney General for the Department of Justice, Tashina Gauhar, I'm sorry, I'm messing up her name here, was extensively involved in the FBI's probe into baseless allegations against President Trump's campaign colluding with Russia?
Congresswoman, let me share with you what I can tell you with confidence is that the individuals who were selected to the experts group are very distinguished and reputable members, former members of the intelligence community, and we're incredibly proud to avail ourselves of their expertise and judgment.
And have since been discredited.
Time has
Thank you, I yield back.
Yeah, distinguished and credible. That's what he said. Distinguished and credible. You heard what Kat Cammack said. These are the people that basically are Democrat hacks. They were like, yeah, Hunter's laptop. Let's peddle this disinformation. Kind of like, the Russia collusion hoax. No big deal. It's basically saying, if you are a Democrat hack, we're going to promote you, say that you're credible and distinguished. We want more people like you in positions of power in this country because you will be our useful idiots and foot soldiers. And this guy just lies through his teeth. Can you say that slower? Can you say that slower? You understood exactly what she was saying. These people are so sick, and I do not know how they sleep at night, knowing what they know. Is it that they don't care, or they're just bought off so it's not a concern? And meanwhile, if we talk about, everything that's happening in this country, whether it's the border or, election integrity or inflation, it's all part and parcel of the same problem. And again, do these people care? I'll say it slower so he understands. No, they don't.